This short review has to do with just quickly overviewing a spreadsheet that can help you in finding and reconciling a bank account to do with this area of reconciling the deposits so as to reduce the risk that the imbalance in the bank is a serious problem. Remember, we're about saving time here. Bank reconciliations can be time consuming. We want to cut that down as much as possible. Basically, the spreadsheet just requires you to enter certain key information, and it just helps you understand and get the numbers you need to then do the bank reconciliation in the way we've been discussing. So, enter closing balance as per the accounting data file. Well, that's $14,451.49. The balance as per the bank statement, if you remember, was $19,085.43. Correct that there. The checks, the outstanding deposits that we had per our bank reconciliation report was 6,190. We didn't have deposits outstanding at the beginning of the period. Remember, we started our bank account at the beginning of the period. Our outstanding checks were $7,215. The total deposits from the accounting file for the entire period, that's just a case of going to the financials, that is your accounting file, looking at the total deposits for the period, which was $67,025.45. And then we had the deposits per the bank statements for the entire period. Again, you're just adding up the deposits in the bank statements for the bank reconciliation period that you are actually doing. And that was $64,525.45. This then gives us the report of the numbers we're trying to find. The first thing is the expected deposits for the period are now $60,835.45, and we looked at this in a previous review of finding these deposits. That is what we're comparing with the actual bank statement deposits, but there is a difference. We have a deposit in balance of 3690. In addition to this, we've got the bank in balance of 3608.94. That was already on the report from the accounting program. But the key numbers and steps we're trying to produce through the spreadsheet are this first, second, third and fourth step here. What we're saying here is the first thing to do, the first item to look at is we know we've got an imbalance of 3690 in deposits, so go to the bank statement and look for that. Now, that doesn't mean it's on the bank statement in a way that you can clearly see it, but we know that there are more deposits on the bank statements in terms of amount of dollars banked than we have in the accounting file by 3690. You may get lucky and find that there just happens to be one there for that amount. It's probably more likely to be an error entering a deposit, but at least you know that's what you're looking for quickly. And as discussed, this helps you isolate the problem down to the expense side, which is $81.06. Now, the $81.06 is a negative because effectively what this is saying is that the expenses that we have in the accounting file seem to be less than are on the bank statements. Now, again, that doesn't mean you're going to have a missing item in one of the other files, but we do know it's a bit less, so at least you know what you're looking for. And it's possible there's something that is on the bank statement or in the accounting file that is for that amount exactly, and we discussed some of those issues. If that doesn't give you the result you need, in terms of you can't find them by a quick look, then the third step effectively is saying you've got to reconcile the deposits, which is what we're about to look at, and the fourth step is to say that you have to reconcile the expenses.